What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, Urtuk the Desolation has released in 1.0. This game has a pretty cool art style. I've been playing around with it over the last week or so, just doing a run here and there. We're going to dive on in today. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys sort of the intro to the game and the way it all works. This game is a top-down tactical RPG. I don't even know if I could bring the word rogue into it. I mean, you do die, I guess, if you fail, and then you do like a new run. But at the end of the day, it strikes me as being more of like an RPG strategy game than anything else. And really, I think the setting is what makes the game really, really cool. It's kind of like this odd mutant world game where everybody's sort of like freakish, and everybody's got like boils, and everybody's got like things that are wrong with them, and everybody's got like weird tentacle arms and stuff like that, and everybody's like in the process of corruption, and it's one man's quest to find the cure to his corruption before he dies. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive on into the campaign. We'll check it on out, spend about 25-30 minutes with the game. If you end up enjoying it, feel free to look down below in the description. You can grab yourself a copy down there. That'll be right next to my Discord and also next to my Twitch stream, which both of those you are cordially invited to. At the beginning of the game, we get to pick what characters we want to run. You always have Urtuk, but Urtuk can be any class if you want. It doesn't really matter who you pick. The game prefers that you start with this guy since he's the dude from the box art and he's got like the things all over him and he's the one that's being corrupted. But anyways, Urtuk can be any class that you want. It doesn't really matter altogether that much. I guess this guy's kind of gnarly too. Like, I'm not gonna say what's wrong with this guy, but there's definitely something wrong with him. Like, you walk past this guy in the meat aisle at the supermarket, I bet you hold your breath. You know what I mean? Be like, there's a chance I might catch some kind of microbe off this dude, and I'm just not about it right now. He can be a weaponsmith? Yeah, let's make I've never played the weaponsmith. Let's try the weaponsmith. Over here, we've got a knight, and we've got a berserker. The knight is very good defensively, and the berserker is actually pretty strong at DPS due to the fact that the berserker rages out and gets a double attack, which is really, really important in a game like this where turn economy ends up being really, really important. I've seen this guy level people. Absolutely decimate people in like one turn. Oh, he can be an armor smith too. Let's be a war monk, actually, dude. War monk sounds sick. Let's be a war monk. We'll have a footman in there, and then we'll have a berserker. That sounds like the play. We get to pick 3 items that we want to bring with us. We can either bring medicine, which is effectively how we keep the curse off of us and heal up our guys. We can go with a whole bunch of things down on here. In all honesty, this game has a ton of items that all have very sort of like lengthy, long descriptions. We have the berserker. If I could get something that gives more HP, that sounds good, so that he can be effectively a tank for me. We've got bleeding criticals over here. I don't particularly know what the footman is good at. Can I get like a description? So he's got rejuvenation. So when applied to a target, he has damage recovery buffer. Generate 100% of received damage for 2 turns. Okay, not exactly sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll pick it up kind of in the line of fire. He's got engaging strike. If they try to move hexes, you can hit him if he's adjacent to you. So we put an engage debuff on him. So if he's got that on him, he basically hits attacks of opportunity, and he pins people down. Apparently, with fast reflexes, he can dodge projectiles fired over you or at you. Okay, sounds good. And then long weapon reach. On normal attack, hit the enemy behind. So he's got piercing damage. All right, that sounds pretty cool. I'm down with that. So we've got some HP rocking right there. When maximum focus is reached, you get an automatic critical strike. We've got Lightfoot, which allows you to swap with allies multiple times. Okay, so we can swap spaces. We can get poisonous crits. That does sound pretty cool. Alright, for now I'm going to go with poison crits, and I'm going to go with bleeding crits. That sounds good to me. We'll put this on adventure mode. Yeah, we'll put it on adventure mode. And then we do not want Iron Man, just in case the game crashes or has any other problems. I'm going to skip the tutorial. Alright, so we've skipped the tutorial. Basically, all you need to know is our war monk was imprisoned deep down inside an evil alchemist dungeon, and they were doing all kinds of weird gene-forging experiments on him. That's all you need to know. We've been infected with something. We need to wander the post-apocalyptic wasteland until we find the cure for that something that has gone wrong with my natural helixes. Helices? How do you pluralize helix? I don't know. As Urtuk, you were imprisoned deep below the ground in the sanatorium. That's true. I just explained that. For many years, the corrupt alchemist conducted hideous experiments on your body, and now you have a dreadful mutation. Finally, you've escaped the underground and you must undertake a perilous journey in search of the cure for your affliction. You don't know its exact location, so you need to look for clues in the villages after you take them over. In the zone, the Badlands, you must fight your way through the scavengers, ragtag gangs of bandits and thugs, lurking in ambush for unwary travelers. Remember that medicine needed to heal injuries is incredibly rare, though you can sometimes get it in the black market. Alright, so we can either go over to here, some deserters, the blah 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 Blood Knight are being chased by Ectheod, the bounty hunter. Okay, and then over here, we've got two brothers are treasure hunting, but they've been attacked by scavengers. Let's go help the two brothers out. We'll go jump in on that fight real fast. You clearly recognize a few adventurers behind the barricades defending against scavengers. Will you help these poor souls? Yep, we jumping into combat out here. We're jumping in. All right, so we've got our deployment phase. We got to decide where we want to put our guys. There's 3 of them and there's 5 of us. This should be a pretty simple undertaking. I'm going to put you right there, put you right there. We don't have any range, so I'm hoping we pick up either of these two after this fight. Travelers, we've fallen upon dire circumstance. Will you aid us against the savages? We set some traps that will only harm the enemy. Okay, sounds good. War guy, what do you do? So he's got an attack. It looks like he's got swap, and it looks like he can jump to a different area as well. It looks like we can also do a flip. Okay, all right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and I'm going to kind of walk on over to here, and that's where I'm going to be for right now. And then we're going to go ahead and skip our turn. You move up over here. Hopefully nobody gets isolated. That's really where issues tend to arise in this game, is when you get isolated by enemies. That's where things have a tendency to go really, really wrong. That archer's probably going to sit there and try and pepper us. I don't know if I can close the gap with him fast enough. That dude has a shockingly large axe. I'm going to move over to here. Sometimes I like to compliment other guys on their shockingly thick axes, dude. I just can't help it. We'll move over to... Oh, I stepped on a spiky thing. Oh, no. All right, we'll move my pikeman up, too. I kind of like this guy right here and his little tiny no-leg day twiggies. Ha! We deflected the arrow with his special ability. Nice. My man swatted that thing out of the air with his spear. That's a baller move right there. As far as how movement works in this game, enemies and characters cannot move through each other, which means that every fight is going to kind of end up with these natural sort of blockages, these fronts that the war is being fought on. This guy's already being worked on, so I think I'm going to smack him real quick. There we go. I love that sound right there. Tink! Like, that's a really good sound. I like it a lot. Swap your way in for where he's at. Yeah, get into melee. This guy can use his ability right here to penetrate, I think. Right? Yeah, there we go. So we impaled one guy, and that guy just got exploded into a pile of ridiculous viscera. Ow, I've been shanked. Oh, you stepped in a trap. You stepped in a trap. I guess it really sucks. How you feel about that? Oh, he blocked me. All right, well, I'll go down this way then, and we'll get him started on this guy. So there's a big hit right there. He gets a counterattack, but then we get a double attack right here. So it's not really going to matter altogether that much. I would recommend that you come down here and help right here and just sort of like take care of this dude. If we can get through his armor, we can deal a lot more damage. But anyways, let's talk about the UI for a second. We've got our initiative over here on the side. We've got our event list on this side. Over here, we can toggle elevation levels. We can also display tiles and move those around. And so just in case you need to, we can turn on fast forwarding too if the game is flowing too slowly for your liking. Man, I cannot hurt that guy. I keep doinking him, and he's just not letting me get away with the doinks here. That's fine. You can stab me back. I love how the characters get battle damage. So he's got a slash on his stomach, and he's got blood all over him after he's taken a couple of hits. I actually really, really like that. Gods, thank you. If you hadn't come, we would have perished for sure. We're adventurers, and one of us would like to join you in your company. Cool. So we got a helmet, and we got a javelineer. We are really, really lacking any sort of like ranged characters, so I think that'll help out. After every single battle, you can extract mutations from your enemies after they're dead, so you basically just like walk up and with a syringe pull that on out of there. We get life essence that's effectively a currency for the game, and you use it for the solution that you suck out mutations with. I would love to have some of these, but we can't afford any of them. In addition, we got Trillium, which is another trading object, so That's good. After battle, I think everybody gets healed up. I don't think we have to worry about it. Yeah, everybody's back at full health after the battle. If they die, I'm pretty sure they get like a permanent wound and you have to use medicine to get rid of it. What does that do? Overwrites focus ability with last stand. On next lethal damage, survive 2 HP, and if you have a melee weapon, hit the adjacent enemy with full stamina and 200% lifesteal. All right, so we'll put that on you. Oh, that goes in the special mutator slot. And then over here for Pelanine, can you wear that helmet? You can wear that helmet. All right, well, let's break your old helmet because I don't think it's going to be that helpful. We'll throw that in right there, and then we'll get 4 trillium out of that. I wanted my Berserker to have a bit more HP. So that looks good. 25% more HP I think is going to be helpful. Although it's not updating it on the card right here. Interesting. Why is it not updating it on the card? I really feel like that should update on the card. Did the armor update on the card? It did. So is he actually getting his maximum HP? Interesting. Let's try it on somebody else. That person got the HP. How come you don't get the HP? He must have an ability or something that keeps him from getting more HP. That's all I can figure. Since this is our main character, we'll buff up his HP a little bit just to make him a little bit more stronger. Poison crit sounds great, so I'll throw that on there. And then bleeding crits, too. If this guy crits, he's going to get some serious status effects off. I didn't really want to... Oh, there's a guy over there. Some deserters. Oh, they moved. Okay. There's a monster slayer here. So, Pomiel the Slaughterer. Or the Hunter. Over here, there's a caravan under attack. Yeah, let's go defend the caravan, and then we can conquer these villages and stuff right here, although I haven't gotten that far into it. You've reached the site and see a clutch of frightened traders with their mercenaries preparing to fight a horde of scavengers. The defenders are standing their ground behind the barricades, waiting for the battle to begin. Stand my ground, I won't give in. There's a bunch of baddies. Oh, this is actually like a bigger fight than I thought. Okay, so Urtuk, up front. Berserky, up front. You, up front. Yeah, you go over here, and then Javelineer, hold the high ground. I like that high ground right there. You keep the high ground. Brave travelers, ho! Dude, you can't... I know that's a compliment sandwich. You can't compliment me and then call me a hoe afterwards, though. That's just a piece of bread with, like, meat on it. You got to get the other piece of bread on there. We need your help. Give us a hand in the battle, and we'll pay you with our wares. What say you? We don't have much, but for every surviving trader, you'll be rewarded. All right, sounds like a plan to me, dog. I just gave up my high ground, but that's before they mentioned that we get a reward, and so I kind of want to push. Like, I want to push and protect these guys as much as possible. I don't know if I want him to come over here to deal with this massive, like, beat stick guy, or if I want him to just chill over there. This guy is crying and shaking in his boots right now. That's never a good sign before combat has even been engaged. There hasn't been any gore, there hasn't been any blood, there hasn't been any dying, and he's already shaking in his boots. It concerns me great. Why would you make that move? That's a terrible move. Like, both of those were really... You just moved closer to their assassin, and now you're gonna get glomped, dude. Yeah, like, what are you doing, Broseph? What are you doing over here? Everything about that turn was a terrible decision, and I wish you hadn't done it, because now I think I'm going to have trouble securing your life. Move to right there, and let's throw a javelin at that guy. Boop. Javelin to the face. Okay, javelin to the armor, not to the face. That guy's definitely going to die, and I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm going to push over this way, I guess. At least get them inside the range of the extra DPS. Move over to here, and then this guy's going to get a counterattack, but we get a double attack, and I'm okay with that. Basically, I want this fight to be done, like, as fast as humanly possible so that I can double him back over here to help these two out so that they don't get surrounded and pounded. Yeah, this guy is desperately trying to die right now. Aw, he stunned me. Oh, fused a running ram right there, too. Alright, let's bog this guy down. Oh, no, he's armored. I'm not in love with this situation because my weapon is not good versus armors. You threw a trap and ran, huh? Oh, he still gets a shot. Okay, I'm okay with that then. I thought he used his action. No, Escamorn is down. I'm not dying with him. Oh, this guy's panicking and running. Very nice. I love it when my enemies panic and run. We've all heard the Conan adage, what is best in life? I'm gonna go right here and start fighting this guy. I don't know if it's gonna work out too good, but... Oh, that guy's actually actively running for his life. Okay, well, like, they didn't say anything about racking up kill counts or anything. They just said save the caravan, so... I feel like we've more or less, like, done that. Apparently he's throwing traps out to kind of cover... Oh, no, he's staying in the fight. Unexpected. Oh, we just lost a bonus. No, dude. Okay, go over to the here. And then I would like for you to throw a javelin at him. Perfect. 70 more damage out. Oh, not expected. I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, that was actually an interesting, crafty little play. Yeah, please hit your target, dude. Please don't hit my pikeman. I'm going to move... I can jump to there, but that's going to use my stam. I guess I'll just surround this guy. I don't know if we get any real bonus for it, but... Alright, so Zerky. What do I... Oh, he's stunned. He can't do anything. He's just got to chill. Okay. Well, I was going to let Zerky go do something, but I guess I'll let the pikeman get the murderous stab over here. Please don't hit... Yeah, I was going to say, don't backbang me with that jab, dude. Ooh, his hands are swift, and he critted me. Oh, he gets a double attack? Oh, no. We need to figure... Alright, you get out of the way. You are unconcerning to me right now. I need you to be a blood bubble. So, you are now a blood bubble. Enjoy being a blood bubble. He's wounded, so I'm not going to make him chase this guy that's on full retreat right now. I don't see the point. Yeah, I was going to say, let's just focus on this dude over here and clearing all of our guys out of hostile territory. Bonk. There it is. We give him the bonks. There's so many spines laying around. Like, if we ever find somebody that trades dope-ass magical items for spines, I think we're in really good shape. I love the gore and, like, the viscera and the blood and, like, the impact and the sound design of this game, though. It's got a really cool soundtrack. And on top of that, like, the crossbow sounds really good when it hits things. Like, I love the sound when you're using, like, a blunt weapon and you hit somebody with it and you get, like, that crunch. Like, they did a really, really good job with the sound design in this game. They really sincerely did. There's kind of a little stoppage over here that we can't seem to get around. I guess since we're dogpiling this guy, I'm going to go for it. We might, our Berserker might get dropped, though. Like, it's really, really possible that he might have a bad day. But he's going to reduce that HP down to disgusting levels. And so there you go. We got our kills. All right, victory is ours. We have taken the field. Thank you. We're grateful for your assistance. Most of us survived, which is heartening. We've struggled to earn this, but you deserve to be rewarded. Make good use of these supplies, noble fighters. Cool, so we got our Trillium, we got some free medicine, and we got a big axe that's made out of silver. We've also got an opportunity to use some of our life essence over here to maybe pull a little bit of this stuff out. We can increase somebody's max HP. I mean, I think that's a solid buff. Like, I don't think there's any problem with that. I don't like the UI in this game. I feel like the UI could be a little, like, when you click on the extraction, having it do, like, a sucking, like, kind of the sound of, like, something being poured into a glass, and then it filling up in the background, and taking a couple seconds of, like, this filling up with blood, and then going bloing, and, like, flying off into your inventory, like, I think would be a lot more satisfying. You know, like, and then, like, that thing with the success comes up and has, like, a flash that goes around it with kind of, like, an impact sound. Like, I do think that the UI is, like, the weak part of this game. Not because it's bad. The UI is inherently functional, but there's little areas where the sound design and kind of the contextual design in the main battle part of the game doesn't match up with kind of, like, the bare bones minimum part of the game that happens in the UI. For some people, it probably won't bother them, but for me, it's a game, like, my job is to, like, look at a game and, like, appraise it and be like, this is good. This could be better. We can increase our Berserker's damage, which is, like, really scary. So apparently he gets more HP right here, I guess. That other one didn't work, though, and I'm not entirely sure why the other one didn't work. I love that chainmail graphic right there. That's a really cool-looking graphic. The art design in this game is just absolutely fantastic. Like, there's nothing to complain about there. We can go to Barith, and it's controlled by scavengers. 4 of them. I feel like if we focus fire, we can take this. You've arrived. You can attack them and capture the village. Yeah, dude, big money, big prizes. I love it. Let's go. So they're inside the village over here. I guess the question sort of becomes, are they going to turtle? I'm definitely not deploying separate like that. So they've got an archer on that side, and they've just got fighters on this side. So I think we come in from this side over here. Like, this seems like the weak spot. I don't want to give that archer the high ground if I can help it. Alright, so we'll start the battle. Can you throw a spear from right there? You cannot. Okay, so we'll wait it on out, and we'll see what the AI does. Let's kind of move up casually. Yep, just sort of saunter along. Oh, we lose speed for fighting on sand. Okay, good to know. So that's going to mess with our initiative right there. Oh, he's going to come straight out. My man didn't care at all. Okay, fall back. I didn't look at the terrain properly right there. I should have looked at it better. There's 70 damage right there. We'll go ahead and move the War Priest up. We'll give this man a bonk. There we go. Good little bonk right there. I'll have you... I think sort of hold right here. I don't think there's a reason to have you move around much. I'm going to have the Berserker take this guy out. He didn't crit. I was hoping he was going to crit and we'd get the kill right there, but didn't go that way. He's going to be a little bit squishier due to the fact that I think his armor got broken last fight, and I don't know if it restores in between fights. So we're going to hold back here and just let them do what they do. I'm going to let them funnel because these guys have all got to go around. And so, like... I'm okay with just sort of allowing that to happen. If we can rotate, actually, and just keep them spread out and just hold a line. Like, they're giving up their defensive advantage right now by rushing me. And so, like, if they want to sally out, like, I'm fine with it, dude. Sally away. So he's going back to his tower. He's coming around that way. What's this guy going to do, though? Oh, he's got rush. Good to know. Okay, we'll move the War Priest up and we'll start bonking armor off of this guy. Unfortunately, our adventures in bonking are not going so great right now. I strongly dislike that he had to take that hit back, but if it secures me a kill right here, I'm okay with it. I love javelins, dude. Javelins are such a cool weapon, and javelins never get incorporated into games, man. I love javelins. I think they're super sweet, like pilums and stuff. I think they're fun. We'll just go ahead and wait over here. It looks like we can effectively sort of just like cheese the AI and bait them, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like, I'm not going to risk getting kind of disassembled in my formation over here and creating problems for myself. So, range damage against units here is reduced by 50%. Okay, well, we'll just chillax back here. Hopefully he doesn't have any like running attacks or anything that he can do. Go ahead and engage him. And then we'll go ahead and put a little bit of smoke on him with the Berserker. And I think we're going to get a kill out right here, which is just great. That's the best. Why are there people, like, turned into stone over here, dude? Did we wander into, like, Sodom and Gomorrah or something? Has God been doing reckonings out here? I feel like reckonings have taken place. He missed his shot, so that's great. You come over here, maybe? Can you get a hit from right there? Yeah, go for it. These guys don't have any armor, so this should be nice and easy peasy lemon squeezy to finish them off. Yeah, you move over there. Perfect. And on the next turn, I may jump him over to this side so this guy can move up and we can surround and pound this guy. Yeah, actually. Go ahead and swap. It looks like he's not doing so great. There's a lot of blood coming out of that dude. Then again, there's a lot of blood coming out of me right now, too. Go ahead and jump over to there. Oh, you can attack after you jump? You gotta love it, man. I had no idea. I've not used the jump ability very much, so that's pretty swell. I'll take that one to the bank. We've conquered our first village. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can do with our village. You've captured the site. Now all of its valuables and resources are yours. Nice, so we got some new chainmail. It does tailor the rewards to specifically who's inside your party. I have noticed that. Like, you always seem to get stuff that upgrades the guys that are inside of your party. Like, I can't think of times that I've gotten things that are off class. So, for example, like a crossbow, even though we don't have a crossbowman. It may happen, but I haven't played enough to verify that that's true. As far as I can tell from the hour or two that I've put in, they always give you items that are for your party or are useful to someone in your party. We got some bleeding crits out here. We've got preparation right here, so on melee normal critical hit, add a retaliation buff. That might be a good one to put on the Berserker since he doesn't get a retaliation. How much does that cost? 44 life essence? Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll actually take that on a couple people. Having retaliation sounds good. During your travels, you hear talk of a secret entrance to a huge swamp cavern in one of the villages. We should keep an eye out for that village because the cure for Urtuk probably won't be in this zone. Okay. So, we get 8 tritium from this village, and we have a pending task. You've arrived at the village. What do you want to do? Daily resources will eventually decline down to 0. You've eliminated the thugs, and an old man approaches. Thank you for freeing my people. I am Viratorax, the local shaman. Please accept this medicine for your gratitude. You explain your strange illness and ask if he can help. Your condition is baffling and terrifying. I'm sorry, but a cure is beyond my skills as a healer. I can, however, tell you that your mutation will progress over time, but will not kill you. The shaman continues. I don't believe that the cure is here. I've heard, however, beneath one of the villages is a secret entrance to a swamp cavern. That should be what you're looking for. Okay, good to know. Can I do anything here? So we can focus the camera over on this side. Looks like there's another village down here. Oh, we get flesh per day from down there, too. Interesting. All right, well, let's give some retaliation to some of our guys. Oh, really? We can merge these right here? Oh, we can make a better one to level it up. Yeah, let me throw out all these old axes first, too, for tritium. And then I need to throw his chainmail on, because that considerably bolsters his protection. He's only got jabs, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a charge of retaliation. And I'm going to give you a charge of retaliation. That way we get counterattacks, because that's just, like, fantastic. We've got somebody down there, but I'm going to go this way. I don't know if they can unconquer my villages. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit worried about it. Let's go over to... We got 4 guys over here, and we can get blood per day. Okay. I'd prefer to get life essence, but blood is fine, too. Oh, that's a new enemy right there. So it looks like we have allies. That's good to know. Let's spread out a little bit. Hey, you get in the back. I'm more or less okay. Greetings, adventurers. You have excellent timing. We need to capture this village, but we don't have enough troops, and now the enemy reinforcements are on the way. Let's combine. Since you're the more experienced commander, I'm putting my trust in you. All right, cool, man. Sounds like a plan to me. To win this battle, we need to bring all of our party members into the yellow hexes. Oh, okay, so we just got to conquer the territory. All right, sounds good to me. Hopefully that big hook guy doesn't move down here. I don't know if I want to push up that hard just yet. I probably should have moved him over to there so that we didn't end up here, because he's going to block that hole right there, I think. All right, well, move on up. If we end up with a stopgap right here, I'll jump him over. Ow. That was deeply unkind. All right, so we have an oil barrel thrower. It looks like he can only... Oh, never mind. No, I don't. Okay, so you move up. We got to get everybody up the hill into the yellow zone. However, if I can get more range guys down here, I'm absolutely not going to turn it down. And then he's a priest. He's got an ability called Aegis. It makes it so it negates the... So basically what happens... This guy's kind of a blood sorcerer. So if you kill somebody and he's inside the radius of all the blood and gore that flies everywhere, he gets a healing buff on himself where he regenerates every single turn that he stays inside the blood. The reason for that is that all of the magic spells that he cast, they cost him his health. And so really you want this guy to kind of be not in the thick of it, but like adjacent to the thick of it, just sucking up blood and casting spells on everybody, because his Aegis makes it so that you're basically immune to damage for one hit. It's very, very helpful. You can also put lifesteal on people so that they get health back proportionate to how much damage they deal. Stuff like that. I'll give you lifesteal. Too far? Okay, it's too far. We'll wait till next turn. I would love to throw an oil barrel, but I'm a little bit worried we're going to miss. We got to light that on fire somehow. Enemy reinforcements are here. Yeah, that's fine. Not that concerned about it, although this dude is kind of big and beefy. I'm going to jump. Yeah, we'll do that. That's the best solution right there. So I flipped him on over. Apparently my jump is like on cooldown or something right now. Berserker, get his ass. He definitely hits a lot harder with that new axe. There we go. And then you come around over to here. And we will shankinate that guy. Alright, you guys continue moving on up. Get as close as you can, please. Oh, there's a little guy with a blowgun down there. Okay. Let's keep moving towards the objective. I think that's the smart play for right now. Did they get reinforcements from anywhere else? Oh, they did. They got a reinforcement right there. Oh, they got a bunch of reinforcements. Okay, so we've got many, many, many more problems to deal with for right now. Apparently, oil causes damage. That's a thing that I learned today. Go ahead and oil him up, too. Seems like it's pretty accurate. Can he make that throw from right there? He's got a pretty considerable height over the enemy, but it doesn't look like we get a bonus for it. What does that do? Raise the terrain by 1. Sure. Yeah, if that gives us another stairwell to get up, absolutely. I'll probably elevate this one too. My man over here just digging trenches. He's exhausted now, so that's something we'll have to deal with. But hey, this is Urtuk the Desolation. I hope you guys liked it. I think the game has a remarkably cool art style. I think they did a great job with the sound design. As far as the UI goes, I think that's like the only thing, is that I think the UI could have been a little bit cleaner and have a few more immersive elements to it. Taking a look at the options menu, actually, we can do that before we bail on out here. Options menu, fairly bare bones. Not a whole lot of stuff going on. So we can mess around with the camera shake. We can get rid of or enable camera follow if you wanted to. We've got full screen along with various, resolutions and whatnot. We can change the battle speed and the sound and the music if we want to. VSync is in there, so that's an important one. I hate it when I have tearing. And so anyways, some of the options are available. It's a functional set of options. I'd like to see a few more things, but then again, I can't really think of anything other than accessibility options that immediately jumps out at me. So anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for being here. I will see you all either on Twitch or in tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.